Hey, so today's just been a very gloomy day, and I've sort of been looking up at like shadow work stuff, and it's sort of like when you're going through shadow work, it's almost like your spirit guides and spirit know that what you're still holding on to, even when you don't, and so it's kind of like they're trying to push certain things at you, whether it to be to watch something, to read something, to focus on something. And, a lot of times, like with me and my daughter, my biggest trauma is how could I have let that go? How could I have let those things happen to her? Like, it was like I was just so distracted with being in a marriage that was failing. And sadly, like we adopted her around that time. It's like she came at the worst time. It was when we were falling apart, and we could have said no, but, and then it was just, I was so depressed, being with someone that was just with other women the whole time, just not there for you, and treating you like you just are stupid, like you just don't have any brains. And I just, kind of just came out of my mouth that, like, I'm still hold on to the fact that, like, I didn't give her the best years I could have given her when I was with her and when I had her, because I had so much going on that I didn't take the time for her, I mean, I wish I would have built a better relationship with her, and gotten to know her better. She was always unhappy. And it was because we both were unhappy. If I could ever tell you one thing to never, ever do, don't ever stay in a relationship for the kids. Don't. When he and I, we just weren't hugging each other. We weren't loving each other. He was distracted, always doing something else, and I was distracted. We were never together, so that's what she was watching, and that's what she thinks love is, And I don't know when the molestation started with her and him and other members of his family, but I just feel like the only love that she is going to ever have or know, unless she gets help, is sexual. She's going to think that that's love. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even think she'll ever want love. She has so much anger inside her, and there's nothing I can do to help her. Like, I'm on the run. It's basically like what I'm getting right now is Spirit's kind of trying to tell me to be careful because they've hired hitmen. Because I'm on like TikTok and here talking about, the situation, but there's something else I'm getting what they're doing. The reason why they're doing whatever this machine is that they're doing, because there's government people involved in this secret society that have access to this machine. It's like military people. They want me in a state of confusion because they're doing something behind the scenes that is illegal. And I think it's very obvious. And so they've been doing black magic to do confusion spells, all these different things to me to hide what it is they're doing. And I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's in my accounts, to be honest with you. I need to look at my accounts and just see what's going on, because I feel like literally like it's like I'm taking money out and then the money just disappears, and I'm just going through the money like crazy. I just need to look at my account and see what's going on, I just, I'm tired of being beat down by these people. It's like they took all my inheritance, a home, life insurance policies, all this stuff. And it's like, well, no, now she's living off of her IRA. We need to take that, you know? So I gotta like look at that and see what's going on, because I just don't know I have no idea what's going on, you know? But they want me to the point where I'm on the street with my animals. And I've never done anything to these people. These people have they're demonic. They're cult people. They've done so much witchcraft and it's gone back, and they're delusional. And it's all they can think about is kill, steal, and destroy. My own daughter is a part of this group, you guys. And here I am in the middle of doing shadow work. You know, and I'm trying to get closer to God. And I'm, you know, praying and reading the Bible and stuff. And a lot of it does really make sense with how we live our lives and how it was always intended, how we're supposed to live our lives. And that's with love and light. And where so many of us are so far from that I don't know what to do, you know? So, basically the journey is to the 5D, to the new earth. It's a new mindset. That's where everybody eventually is going to go if they do the work. And this is kind of my way of doing it. It's just a lot harder for me because of just all that's going on, just being still gang stalked, being followed, hacked, attacked spiritually, mentally, by people that you loved. You know, it's very isolating. It's very alone. It's not a good feeling, you know? And then on the other aspect, it's like, you know, spirit world's saying, okay, if you want to manifest, you got to stay positive, you know, and you got to do this to stay positive, and you know, you got to keep your thoughts up and stuff. And it's like, how do I do that? You know? It's a lot of work, and it's probably the most painful thing I've ever been through in my entire life. Ever. Probably the hardest thing I could have ever done. And when people think about it, we're like, oh yeah, you just have to do the work, you know, just heal and do that. And people are like, oh, that's all I have to do in order to reach enlightenment and manifest and have a new life and this new earth, this new mindset? Yeah. I mean, maybe it's depending on other people's stories, but like with me, it's just, you know, it's kind of like I'm going forward and then I get pulled back by the memories. And then I'm going forward and then I get pulled back by the memories. So I need to stay off social media for a while, you know, just to stay clear-minded and stuff. But just lots of praying and hoping, you know, and wishing for a better life and starting over. And that's really hard to think about, you know. I mean, obviously I don't want these people in my life. It's hard to leave my daughter, but, you know, Spirit's kind of telling me that it's done, that she might be gone mentally. I don't know. I try not to think about it, but it also is something that I need to like work on letting go. So, you know, it's like I have to say goodbye to that because I can't make it better. I can't go back and change it. We have to keep going. We have to keep persevering, you know, but we can't just ignore the pain. We have to face it and just look at it as something, you know, that you learned from and let it go. Do you know how many people are out there holding on to trauma that are just sitting there as addicts and going through all this shit in their life? You know? And they're just stuck. And I'm going to try and not be that person. So I can help you guys. If I can help anyone get through this, that would be my main goal, is to help me, but to help somebody else too, because this is hard. I'm not lying when I say hard. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Anyway, lots of praying, getting closer to God. I'm trying to do that. I guess there's just a feeling that you get when you feel like you're in God's will, or, you're closer to God. There's at times I really do, and then there's times, and I know these guys are throwing witchcraft at me. They're trying to keep me stuck and stuff, and so I got to keep going and just let that go and know that it's illusions at half the time, So, anyway, this is just my journey, and I'm still on the run from a cult hitmen that were hired by my ex-husband. And it's like trying not to sound crazy on social media, because a lot of people watch me, and I know on my other channel, a lot of my hometown friends and all that are watching me and stuff, and they're like, has she lost it? Because this all sounds so surreal. It doesn't sound real. And a long time I didn't talk about it because I didn't want people to make fun of me, but then a part of me is like, if I don't make it, I need my story to get out somewhere, and if I do make it, and it does come out, then at least there's my story, and how I made it. So, anyway, I hope I'm helping some people in any way that have gone through maybe similar circumstances, or have been feeling disconnected from God, or trying to find their path to God and not feeling like He's there or never answers your prayers. I'm just kind of learning all this stuff right now. But I would do anything to be closer to Him so that I could feel better. So that's my journey right now.